Hello and welcome. This is The Property Show, your one-stop source for the sharpest investment advice, the best real estate projects and top industry news that you can't miss. Joining me is Gaurav Pandey, Head of Research and Consulting at Prop Equity. He's the man behind all the solid data on the show, and he's going to make sure that you get a bang for your buck when you go and buy a property. So let's tell you what have we lined up for you today. First up, we're going to take all your property related questions. So if you've got one, just write into us. But there you have Gurgaon and Faridabad smart investments. Up on our chart also is homes at hot locations in both Pune and Thane. We'll get to Lucknow for some plotted developments, what's really selling there. And our big story today, despite the National Green Tribunal order, extraction of groundwater continues blatantly in the Noida region. A special expose. Alright, so spotlight's going to be in North India, especially NCR, some of the hottest markets, actually all three hot markets, Gurgaon, Faridabad and Noida. So stay tuned and watch this show very carefully. Anuj Kulla joins us as the first caller. Hi Anuj, go ahead, shoot your question.
Yeah, hi Manisha, hi Gaurav. Hi. My query is regarding an apartment that I have in Hibiscus by SS Group. That's in Sector 50, Gurgaon. Size of the apartment is close to 3770 square feet. I would like to know the future prospects of this project and what rate I can get if I want to exit right now. And also, is this the right time to exit the market? Your take on that. Okay,
now right time to exit the market is a very, very large question which we're going to deal with on Thursday in a very special debate on the slowdown, whether real estate is staring at an imminent slowdown. But let's focus on his project. Its sector is good. Correct. It's from a social and infrastructure livability point, one of the good sectors of Correct. Gurgaon, as you can say. What about the project itself?
Project is also good. So maybe first we give you a perspective about the micro market and then what you should do with the project. This is located in a very vibrant, location. This is an area consisting of sectors like 50, 51, 52, 45, 46, 38, 39. And a group of these sectors is essentially between the Sohna Road and the Golf Course Road. A very important thing to note is that this area has emerged as a premium location. It has about 9 projects, a total supply of 3798 units. A good amount of pricing, it's about 9,476 for a premium market. It's very decent. Virtually no inventory overhang because hardly any units available. It's a luxury segment, and if you see the price appreciation, it has been quite good. It has appreciated by about 46% in the last 2.5 years. The project that you have in mind is a project called, where you have already invested, is called Hibiscus from SS Group in Sector 50. The developer is still selling some of these units which are left at about 14,000 rupees a square feet. The resale would be about 11 to 12,000 rupees a square feet. It's a super luxury project on 13.5 acres of land. Very recently they've launched ultra luxury villas of a magnanimous 10,000 square feet of size. If you see this project, since the time it was launched at about 5,400 rupees a square feet. So it's appreciated by about 16.2% CAGR, which is very, very high. And if you see the prevailing rental market where this location is based out of, it's about 17 to 22 rupees a square feet. Now, when you see all of that, when you see the growth potential, the data which shows very healthy trends in the micro market and a good completed project where actually people have started to moving in, it's a very clear indication that it is no point selling right now because market will surely give you more upsides, especially with a good project like this. So our call would be to hold this.
So you're saying that this project is actually appreciated by a little more than 16% Correct. On an annualized basis. And the overall market, I thought Gurgaon, especially this area, had probably given a CAGR or compounded annual growth rate of almost 18 to 20%.
See, the CAGR growth would be slightly around 15 to 17 depending upon which specific sectors you look at. Because Manisha, this market started at a higher rate. Unlike, say Dwarka Expressway or Golf Course Extension Road, we started lower rate. So this market started at a higher rate. In fact, you just see this project, it's about 5,400 rupees of a launch rate, which was not very common 5 years back in that location.
Especially that area between Golf Course Road and Sohna Road, it was already a slightly premium project. Okay, so you're sitting on a good property, stick around with it. Yes, and do watch our debate on what's going to or likely to happen with the property market in the coming few months or even an entire year, with the economic indicators looking very, very muted at this moment. We'll have a whole panelist debating whether there is going to be a slowdown or not. But right now, your property seems to be a good one to stay with. Colonel Sanjeev Seth, Well, let's take his question next. He writes in to say, I'm an army officer. I've already bought a property at ATS Paradiso, Greater Noida, where I intend to live after I retire in 2016. I have a sum of 30 lakhs left over, and with a loan of 10 lakh that I could afford, I want to buy a 2 BHK which would be completed by 2015, and I would hang on to that as a long-term investment. Would you advise me to invest in Yamuna Expressway, example a JP or an ATS apartment, or in Neherpar at Greater Faridabad, SRS, RPS, Puri or BPTB? Else advice, 40 odd lakh is what I have and I want to get it by 2015. Okay, so very specific. And you know what, these kind of questions where it's retirement money makes me a little bit more nervous. Yeah. So I'm saying Yamuna Expressway, why? Greater Faridabad better?
I agree.
Totally, right?
I totally agree with you. And actually you're very right, especially if you're looking from the age that he stands at, and if you look at the medium term perspective, Greater Faridabad will surely give you better options at this price point. So that's where we'll recommend you something. So a quick snapshot of the micro market first. You have about 18 projects, apartment projects with a total supply of 7,198 units. Available would be just about 440. Inventory overhang at a reasonable 14 odd months. This is a mid-segment market. The trading price would be about 3,700 to 3,725 per square feet. So you see, it's a very affordable segment still. The price appreciation in this particular corridor has been about 48% in the last 2.5 years, and that makes it still, despite that growth, still the basic selling price fairly reasonable. So you can still buy, and we have found two good options for you. The first is a project called Pratham from Puri Construction, Sector 84 of this city. It's trading at about 3,900 rupees a square feet, all inclusive, and it has got a sizable inventory, about 550 units in totality. There's no unit available from the developer, so you'll have to go down to the secondary market. Frankly, the market is a little soft, so you should be able to get a good deal. And the market is indicating that if you see Faridabad, because of affordability, there is still demand. So in a medium term perspective is one recommendation from our side. Second is a project called Omax New Height 2 from Omax Limited in Sector 78, trading at about 3,464 per square feet. This is again available only in the resale market. This is developed by the Omax group. It's located very close to the upcoming expressway, and sector is witnessing healthy internal road and construction work as well. So perhaps you can look at these options.
Okay. No, so I'm just worried a little bit about Omax. Delivery record, etc. You're okay with this one? The construction pace, etc. Gaurav?
Yes.
Because it is, after all, an SOS from a army officer who's going to retire. So we want to be absolutely perfectly right.
So you have, in order of priority, look at the first option that we've given to you. But if you see generally Omax
Construction, in fact, has done a really good job with the initial projects that they've taken on by themselves. Of course, they've always been.
Omax was a little slow, I think, about 3-4 years back, but for some of their existing projects there is a lot of refocus that we see on ground, and with this specific project a team had gone and checked that, so it looks reasonably healthy.
Okay. And so just once again, why Greater Faridabad, why not Yamuna Expressway? I do know that Yamuna Expressway data points are looking much worse off. Greater Noida has huge amount of unsold, even in the resale market, lots of investors sitting who can't exit. But is there any other reason why you would prefer Greater Faridabad for him?
I would look at always, when I'm investing myself, for an example, I will see what is my age, what is the time I can hold my investment. If things go wrong, what would I do? How would I react? So if you compare all those options, I see Yamuna Expressway shaping up very well, say in 8 to 10 years, kind of a destination.
It's a long-term bet. It's a much nearer
term bet.
Fair enough. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next question. We've already looked at a very interesting point. If you have 40 to 50 lakh rupees, do you go to Greater Noida or Yamuna Expressway or Faridabad? We're talking about Greater Faridabad because main Faridabad, of course, will not come in that budget. Okay, so here's another question. We've got this question from Mr. Hemmer. He's on the phone line with us. Mr. Firoz, hi, go ahead, sir. How can we help you?
Actually, I want to invest in a residential flat in Noida or Noida Expressway. Possession could be in maybe 2-3 years. At the moment, I'm looking into Ames Green Avenue by Ames Golf Township and Pratishtha by Panchil Group. My budget is around 50 to 70, and this is purely investment for maybe 7-10 years. So I would like your opinion about it, and if there are any other better projects where I can look into.
All right. I'm so glad to hear that 7 to 10 years perspective. You know, just very few investors are left who have that kind of long-term perspective. And I think I always like to reiterate this point that yes, you can make phenomenal returns if you get lucky in real estate in 2 to 3 years, even shorter period. People have been known to make phenomenal returns in a period of 6 months to 1 year, but that's always dicey with a cyclical industry.
That cannot be a base case scenario.
Base case scenario. So what do we do? I mean, Noida is his chosen location. 70 lakhs is a decent premium apartment budget.
Correct.
Where do we take him?
So when we got the email query, so we had 2 projects in mind. So we'll give you a perspective of Panchsheel Pratishtha, whether what you should do with that. The second and the email actually was talking about 2 different sectors, and the brand name was little different. So we were not too sure which project you're referring. So maybe we'll take that some other day. So what we'll do is first we'll give you a quick snapshot of the micro market where our recommendations are going to be based, and then give you our take both on your project and recommendations. So there is Noida Expressway stretch as the first micro market, which is one of the most talked about micro markets, has about 54 projects, a total supply of 43,000 plus units, available just about 5,740 units. Inventory overhang at a reasonable 15 months. The weighted average price of this micro market is about 4,573 per square feet. The second set of sectors is consisting of 70, 70 to 9, and then 113 to 117, 18 and 20 and 21, 22. This micro market has about a larger inventory of 78 projects. Being mid segment, it has a typical weighted average price of about 5,000. Around 5,000 rupees a square feet. Total supply is slightly higher, about 52,000 plus units, available but just about 10,573 units. Inventory overhang just around a comfort rate of 22 months. Both these micro markets have seen good appreciation. The stretch 2 by about 47%, and the second group of micro markets at about 50% in the last 2.5 years. Now the preferred project of yours is called Panchsheel Pratishtha from Panchsheel Builders in sector 75, trading at about 4,800 rupees a square feet. If you see this project, the only major hurdle has been that it is yet to be officially launched. There were some certain uncertainties regarding land issues which were centering around this particular property. At the moment that we know of, there is no bank finance available. So between risk and return, we think that there is no point of taking this project further. So this is a drop from our side. Let me come down to the recommendations of ours. The first is a project called Karnam Greens from Sikka Group in sector 143B, trading about 4,400 rupees to 4,850 per square feet. Units are available from the developer, and the project should be getting completed somewhere around 2016 only. The second recommendation that we have is a project called Garden Isles from JP Group in sector 133, trading at about 4,800 rupees to 5,050 per square feet. It's slightly larger township project, so about 2246 number of units. Units are available from the developer, but again it will be getting completed only around 2016 within your budget. Now, in case you are looking at another interesting option, then we have a project called Cape Town 2 from Supertech Limited in sector 74, which is trading about 5,150 per square feet. Units are available from the developer, but the good thing is that this particular project is available by next year itself. So if you're looking at a earlier completion timeline, then this could be a good choice. It's part of the 50 acres project comprising of iconic North Eye and ORB project. So very interesting sets of recommendations, and you can pick any one of these here.
All right, and the one we generally are very careful with our research, and we only want to give you a go ahead when we have a firm belief and faith in the project. But we do want you to look at these 3, not the preference that you send us. There's Cape Town 2 by Supertech, there's Karnam Greens by Sikka Group, and there's Garden Isles by JP Group. Budget 70 lakhs, and the markets that we're talking about are Noida and Noida Expressway.